It's time for the 2025 West Coast World Series, brought to you by Placer Valley Tourism and broadcast to you exclusively on Stones Broadcast Networks. 6 teams enter. Only one can be champion. The West Coast World Series starts right now.
And welcome into game number 6 of the West Coast World Series. I am bringing you the play-by-play. My name is Stones McCoy. To my left is Riley the engineer. To my right is the best in the business, Willie Preston. And to my far, far left is the great Carson, who does all the other good stuff around here. And we appreciate every single one of you. Welcome in, everybody. Big game tonight. The 0-1 Lincoln Potters taking on the 0-1 NorCal Warriors. And the beautiful young Adeline, who just sang a tremendous national anthem. She's the one who's going to get us started here for some baseball at McBean. West Coast World Series brought to you by Placer Valley Tourism. We have a couple of Placer Valleys, so I'm going to make sure I get the right one. Placer Valley Tourism. We want to say thank you to Placer Valley Tourism for sponsoring this wonderful tournament. And we are in Game 6. We had 3 games today. NorCal Warriors and the Cali Stars played the early game. Then the Tigers and the Sacramento Samurais went at it. And now we are here at game number 6, Lincoln Potters versus the NorCal Warriors. Looking over what the Warriors did earlier, they got the win over the Stars, 6-2, after behind a really good pitching performance by Adrian Zamora, who went the entire way, only giving up 6 total hits and those 2 runs. So we are ready for some baseball. Lincoln Potters are back in action here, and we got Nick Bronzini starting on the mound for the Potters tonight. He's going to be facing the likes of Mateo Castro, Jacob Wally, Omar Gonzalez, Christian Espinoza, J.R. Valdez, Tyson Brown, Cody McFadden, Wyatt Burnell, and McCoy Carson rounding out the starting 9 for the NorCal Warriors. Nick Bronzini on the mound, the big right-hander, or the left-hander wearing the number 99 coming in, getting his first action of the West Coast World Series. And Mateo Castro slowly making his way up to the plate. The coaches are getting out to their coaching spots, and we are about ready to play some baseball. Big game for both the Warriors and the Potters. This is pool play. Higher seeds will, more wins will be a higher seed. Setting up really nicely for tomorrow's seeded tournament. But the first pitch comes in at 6:34, and it is outside for a ball. We're a little early. 1 ball and no strikes on Mateo Castro. He takes outside with the 85-mile-an-hour fastball. So quickly behind in the count is Bronzini 0-2. Mateo Castro went 1 for 4 in the earlier game today with a double. He also led that game off. So he's standing up there, and he's hoping he can do the same thing he did in game 1, and that's lead off with a double. Getting things started here from the friendly confines of McBean Stadium in lovely Lincoln, California. 3-0's in there for a strike, 85-mile-an-hour. So 3 balls and 1 strike now on Mateo Castro. The lefty is set, and he delivers. Outside, ball 4. So Castro draws the walk to get things started here in the top of the first for the Warriors. That's going to bring up Jacob Wally. Wally didn't play in the first game for the Warriors. So he's getting a start here, left-handed batter out of Marin College. Tall feller standing up there. Lefty versus lefty. Here's Bronzini's first pitch. This is foul off. Over to the first base coach. Nice play by the Warriors coach over there. Everett Johnson over at first base holding on Castro. And Nick Bronzini from the stretch. Catches the outside part of the plate for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. 0-2. 0-2. Trackman wasn't really liking that pitch. The umpire gave him the strike call. Outside. 1-2. West Coast World Series from McBean Stadium in Lincoln, California. We are in day 2 of pool play. Bronzini looks at the runner at first and delivers. This one is a ground ball foul over to the first base coach again. First base coach is now 2 for 2. Maybe somebody should give him a glove, put him in the field. Maybe they will. I don't know. We'll find out here soon enough. So Bronzini in a battle with Wally. 1 ball, 2 strikes. This one is hit right back up the middle. Chamizo dives but cannot make the play. Rounding second and stopping there is Castro. And Jacob Wally reaches base with a solid single. So the first 2 runners reach base for the Warriors here in the top of the first inning against Bronzini. Ryan Villanueva goes out and has a quick conversation with Bronzini. Jason Hansen out in left field. Andrews in center field. Lindbergh in right field tonight on defense. Lewis, Chamizo, Story, and Johnson across the infield. And Villanueva behind the dish, protecting the plate tonight for the Potters. So Omar Gonzalez, the first baseman, finds his way up to the plate. Right-handed batter stands in, closed stance. And he's waiting for his first pitch. Misses high. Consistently in the mid-80s right now is Bronzini. University of Arkansas Little Rock is where Bronzini attends school. And he gets that one in there for a strike at 87 miles an hour. The great Ray Garcia handing out the cowbells. Got to get that thing going tonight, huh? The engineer can barely reach his. The 1-1 pitch coming from Bronzini. This one's fouled out of play off in the parking lot. I see a young man on his way to go get that one. He's going to have some competition tonight, though. The young man in the first game had no competition. He ended up getting 8 foul balls, cashing in 40 Potters bucks, and made a deal with Ray to get a bat. So it's a pretty sweet deal. The count is still 1 ball and 2 strikes on Omar Gonzalez. That's high. 2-2 now. Gonzalez attends Cal State LA. Long way from home right now, if LA is the area in which he resides. But Gonzalez is in there with his closed stance, waiting on the 2-2. Swinging, strike 3. May have gotten a piece of that, but either way, it was held on by Villanueva, and the first out is recorded here in the top of the first. Via the strikeout, Christian Espinoza, the designated hitter, comes up for the NorCal Warriors. Shout out to the NorCal Warriors head coach, tremendous gentleman. We met prior to the game tonight, actually like 2.5 hours prior to the game, and he already had his lineup ready. So huge shout out to the Warriors and their organization. Great preparedness. We appreciate that very much, and we love the good baseball. So Bronzini now facing Espinoza. Castro out at second, Wally at first. And this ball gets all the way to the screen, allowing both runners to advance on the wild pitch. So with one down here on the top of the first, Warriors already have some action on the base paths with runners in scoring position now. And only one down for Espinoza. Let's get the cowbells going. We need more cowbell, I promise you that. All right, thank you, lady. I appreciate that. This one fouled off to the screen. Espinoza attacking the screen like he doesn't like it. Yeah, and somebody's got their camera right next to our camera tonight, and I don't like that because it's just a bigger target all of a sudden. Here comes the 1-1. This one is hit up the middle, and picking that up is Story. He's going to go to first, long throw, and gets him by a half step. Tremendous play out there by Story, ranging far, far to his right. He's able to pick that up, throw it over to first base. Johnson with the stretch and the out. There's two now away here in the top of the fourth, or first. Whoa, boy, I just writing down four. That's why I said fourth. Because I'm trying to write in the scorebook. Don't write in the scorebook and talk at the same time. The catcher now coming up, J.R. Valdez. Unless I'm saying what I'm writing. Thank you very much, son. Valdez went 1 for 3 in the game earlier this morning with a single. Catcher for tonight. He was catcher in the early game. Right-handed batter stands in there wearing the number 26. Another Cal State LA guy. Ronzich trying to get out of this without allowing any runs. That misses, 1-1. That ball is high. 2 balls and 1 strike. Bronzini giving up a single already, a walk and a strikeout. He's got 1 run up on the board. Wants to keep it right here if he can. 2-1 misses outside, 3-1. Bronzini out there getting the encouragement from the crowd and his dugout. JR's getting the crowd love as well. And he fouls this one out of play. So we got a full count now, 3 balls, 2 strikes on J.R. Valdez. The inning shall continue. Tyson Brown would be due up next, the left fielder. Right now we got a 3-2 count. Swinging, strike 3. Bronzini gets out of it without allowing any more. 1 run on the board. Potters are coming up. They trail this game 1-0.
Astro Air Design Incorporated, where you feel the difference. We are a locally owned and operated heating, air conditioning, and custom sheet metal company committed to the highest quality of craftsmanship at a competitive price. Our trained and certified technicians have the knowledge and experience required to install, maintain, or repair your home comfort solutions. Our upfront pricing gives you the peace of mind because you know your price is locked in. Call Astro Air Design Incorporated today.
Here in Michigan, we do more than just survive the winter. We thrive during it. You simply can't keep us away from what we love most: great times and amazing beer. The snow transforms the landscape and lays the path for adventures yet to be had. Trails ready to be explored, and freshly groomed hills ready for the first run of the day. And later, as the sun descends, it's time to unwind with great conversation and even better friends. Experience a taste of Michigan winter with Founders Brewing Company, born and brewed in Michigan.
You are Laborers Rising. And now you understand where we came from, what solidarity means, and what we have ahead of us. No one's going to defend us but us. No one's going to help construction workers except us. And I can't wait to see you out there.
Bottom of the second inning where the Warriors lead the Potters 1-0. Zach Chamizo to lead things off for your Lincoln Potters. We'll go through the starting lineup for the Potters. Jared Lewis to follow. Will Lindbergh in the third hole. Jason Hansen batting cleanup tonight, playing left field. Zach Story batting fifth. Everett Johnson, Mason Belding, Ryan Villanueva in the 8 hole, and Drew Andrews rounds out your 9 for the Lincoln Potters. And on the mound for the NorCal Warriors, Jaden Collins. Jaden Collins out of Providence Christian University. He stands on the mound, a big, tall right-hander. He's about to face Zach Chamizo. And the first pitch to Zach is on its way. Hits the outside part of the plate for a strike, according to the umpire, is all I'm going to say. Zach Chamizo went, let's see, what did Zach Chamizo do yesterday? Because I know he played. That one is down in the dirt at 66 miles an hour. Chamizo 2 for 4 last night with a double and a single. Batted twice in the second inning, so he had 2 hits in 1 inning. The 1-1 is high. 2-1. 72 miles an hour on that fastball. Jaden Collins kicks and deals. This one is a broken bat. Zach's tossing the handle away because he's not happy with that, but there's an out. Went right back to the pitcher. So the first out is recorded here in the bottom of the first inning. Jared Lewis now finds his way up to the plate. Jared Lewis was 2 for 2 yesterday with a couple of walks. He also had a big triple in the first inning and a double and had 2 stolen bases. So Jared Lewis stands in there, the third baseman for the Potters tonight. And Jaden Collins' pitch in the dirt. 71 mile an hour fastball, misses low. Yep, we've seen that in the past, haven't we, Mr. Riley, the engineer? I get you. Next pitch that Lewis sees is outside. So quickly ahead in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. Will Lindbergh due up next. The 2-0. Catches the outside part of the plate, 2-1. Fairly wide strike zone to start the game here. Got to recognize that early if you're a hitter, and you're going to have to expand your zone to make sure that you're swinging at those pitches. 2 balls and 1 strike. Here it is. Collins misses outside with that one. He's touching 70 with that. Fastball's in there between 70, 72 miles an hour so far. Unless he surprises me with a 90 mile an hour one. Here's the 3-1. Takes that on the inside corner for a strike. So full count now on Jared Lewis. We're in the number 14 for the Potters today. Here it is. There's a shot out at second base. Castro comes in, fields it cleanly. Fires it over to Gonzalez at first for the second out. So 2 down here in the bottom of the second. And Will Lindbergh coming to the plate. Lindbergh hit a big fly last night. Also had a couple of walks and a couple of stolen bases, so scary man to face from the left side, but Collins is ready. Throws that first pitch, and that's low. Not low by much, but it was low. Ball 1. Lindbergh takes that one high. 2-0. Lindbergh out of Cal State University Northridge. Resides in Gold River, California. Sorry, I was slightly distracted there. I guess that one catches the outside part of the plate again. Expanded strike zone. 2 balls and 1 strike. Sorry, I was slightly taken aback. I just watched Carson move about 50 steps towards the right field. And there might be a reason, because that's high, deep, and that is out of here. Will Lindbergh said, yes, I got you. We will tie the game at 1 apiece. Big shot by Will Lindbergh, 103 miles an hour off the bat. 360 for the distance. And nearly a 25-degree launch angle. Will Lindbergh getting the Potters on the board, and they tie this thing up at 1. The ball actually hit the screen and bounced back in. Right fielder threw it in, and the pitcher said, no, I don't want nothing to do with it. Give me another ball. Yeah, it hit way, way high up on the netting, that's for sure. Another big fly by Will Lindbergh in the West Coast World Series. Now Jason Hansen stands in. Nice to see Jason Hansen back. Takes a strike. Hansen was not available for yesterday's game, but he is tonight playing left field for the Potters. 0-1 is outside and low, 1-1. Hansen's got some experience playing the left field here in McBean. It's definitely a tough field, especially in the evening time. This one is fouled out of play behind us. So Hansen's behind in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes with 2 down here. We've just gotten started here in McBean, the West Coast World Series, Game 6 of pool play. This one has popped up. First baseman Colin Fort Gonzalez is going to stay in play. It looks like it will, and he makes the catch for the final out. But not before Will Lindbergh sends one out there to the seats and ties it up at 1 apiece.
Hi, Bill Evans, President of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in our store, our conference facilities, an amazing team that helps keep together an amazing organization. And we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve. And getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
I love being able to serve my community with my business friends and other leaders and give back to those who are in need.
The thing I love about the PCAR committees is they all work toward the same goal of bringing the community together to support those in need in our surrounding area.
I instantly came to the meeting and had a wonderful time, felt like I was a part of something bigger, and it was just the start of my leadership journey.
Hey, Potters fans, want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
This job is the Esplanade at Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the topside included with it.
We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project. It's very costly to the developer, so beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects. It's got a lot of groundwater, so we've got an extensive groundwater pump system in place. It's just cool to be a part of the built environment and know that for the next 100 years that people are going to use.
Back here for the top of the second inning, all tied up at 1 apiece. Tyson Brown due up. Nick Bronzini back on the mound. Lefty kicks and he deals. It's a little bit high for a ball, 83 miles an hour. Bronzini had a bit of an up and down first inning, but he was able to get through it with a couple of strikeouts. looking to repeat that. That one's outside and low. So quickly, Brown is ahead in the count. 2 balls and no strikes. Brown playing left field tonight for the Warriors. 2-0. Fouled out of play, or fouled off the screen, actually. Not out of play. Tyson Brown did not make an appearance for the Warriors. So this is the first time that we're getting a chance to see him right here. Heading the count, 2 balls and 1 strike. Fastball misses pretty bad outside. Villanueva really didn't have a chance to catch that one. 83 miles an hour. And the TrackMan zone, the ball was, it couldn't have been any further almost out of the zone before you wouldn't be able to see it again. That's brutal. 3-1, here it is. Fouled off. So Bronzini battling back. The big number 99 lefty for the Potters. Looking in, getting his sign from Villanueva behind the plate. And he's ready. Works solely out of the stretch. Here's his pitch. High, ball 4. Oh, the second walk that Bronzini has given up today. And with 1 on and nobody out. And we're going to have a quick conversation with the great Nate Kajowski, pitching coach for the Lincoln Potters, former Potters legend, making the slow walk out there. The only reason why I make it slow is because, you know, he's trying to give everybody a chance to catch their breath. If he ran out there, he'd be out of breath. Trust me, I know. I was out of breath walking up the stairs. If he dashed out there, we wouldn't have enough time to have these funny little side conversations, Mr. Engineer. But now that's all over. Nate the Great went out there and dropped his words of wisdom on Bronzini. Bronzini accepted it humbly and now finds himself in a battle with Cody McFadden, the shortstop for the NorCal Warriors. Cody McFadden wearing the number 24, batting from the right side. Stands in there, he's ready. First pitch is high. So Bronzini's been missing high with the fastball. Not sure if he's a little overamped out there. We are in the West Coast World Series. Just in pool play, though, so you can calm it down a little bit, Bronzini. That one misses high as well. 2 balls and no strikes. A little bit of activity right now in the Potters bullpen. Brown with his lead over at first. That pitch is in there for a strike. 84 miles an hour. Dot in the outside corner. So climbing back into this count is Bronzini. 2 balls and 1 strike now on Cody McFadden. Wyatt Burnell on deck. Bronzini steps off. He's not ready. Fouled off to the screen. I think without the Binocks, Matthew Futami might be warming up for the Potters in their pen right now. Not 100% sure, but right now Bronzini's got runner on first and a 2-2 count on Cody McFadden. Bronzini sets, checks the runner at first, and deals. That's in there. Strike 3 called. Cody McFadden sent packing back to the dugout. Watch that third strike come right over the heart of the plate. 1 down here. Top of the second, Wyatt Burnell now coming up. Third baseman for the Warriors. Every once in a while it doesn't work out, Mr. Willie. First pitch gets by Villanueva, and the delayed move has allowed Tyson Brown to scoot over to second base. So the wild pitch allows Tyson to advance. And we are correct. So Futami is warming up for the Potters right now. Bronzini he's already warm. He doesn't need to warm up. He's pitching right now. He's hot. Here comes the 1-0 pitch from Nick Bronzini. Got him to swing through that 87-mile-an-hour fastball. So, evening up the count at 1 apiece. Potters defense pretty much straight up. Story shading the bag just a little bit. Tyson Brown couldn't be any further off the bag. Villanueva, a nice stop, keeping that ball right in front of him and keeping Brown there at second base. I hear the oohs and ahs from the crowd when Brown's getting his lead out there. So if they see it, you know everybody else sees it. 2-1, here it comes. In the dirt, good block again by Villanueva. Definitely having to do yeoman's work behind the dish right now. Three balls, one strike, one down here, top of the second. Remember, this is a pool play game, so this game is a 7-inning affair. Does have a run rule. Well, we'll talk about that when we need to. Here comes the 3-1. Right at the top of the zone for a strike. I'm not sure Burnell agreed with that one. But it looked good from here. Trackman says it's even better than what I thought. So a full count now on Wyatt Burnell. McCoy Carson on deck. Burnell with the bat waggle. Here's the pitch. Down low, ball 4. So Bronzini walks another batter. That's his third walk of the evening. There's no ands, guys. It's just that's the third. So McCoy Carson comes up. Center fielder for the NorCal Warriors tonight. Another right-handed bat. He's standing in there. He's waiting for this first pitch. This is a ground ball over to Lewis. He picks it up. He goes the short way to first base. Does he stay down on the bag? He does. Nice stretch by Everett Johnson over at first to keep his foot on the bag and get the out. 2 down now, but runners now on second and third. And back to the top of the lineup in Mateo Castro. Way to field that by Lewis over there at third base. Had a bit of a high throw, but when you're thrown to a backstop like Everett, who's a good 6'2", if not better than that. I'll look here on the chart in a second. But he's a big target over at first base. Mateo Castro walked his first at-bat in the first inning. He ended up coming around to score. Right-handed batter wearing the number 28. Oh, there's some number 28 fans out there. That's a shout-out to you guys. 1-0 is outside. 2-0. Jason Hansen out in left field, a good 100 feet off of the line. (2-0), 3-0. So 3 walks and 3 strikeouts for Bronzini so far, only giving up the 1 run. He's also only given up 1 hit so far. But he's in another battle here in the second inning. Here comes the 3-0. Down low, ball 4. So he walks the bases loaded, Mateo Castro. Second walk of the day, so he doesn't have an official at-bat yet. But runners on all of the bags. And Jacob Wally, who hit the single to drive in the first run of the game for the Warriors, now finds himself up at bat. Villanueva is going to go out and have a quick conversation with Nick. Make sure that they're both on the same page. Jaden Collins going out to the bullpen for the Warriors just to kind of stay loose, I guess. The sixth batter of the inning, and Jacob Wally, he's due up right now. The lefty stands in there. He's waiting on the lefty, Nick Bronzini. Here's the first pitch. Down low. .87 miles an hour on the fastball, but it was just too low for even Wally to try to entice a swing out of Wally. And 1-0, it hits him, and with that hit by pitch, the Warriors take the lead 2-1. Castro now moves over to second. Burnell moves over to third. And Eli Garcia is making the slow walk out of the dugout, so I do believe we're going to get a pitching change. We'll come back with the actual verified information of the new pitcher right after this on the Stones Broadcast Networks. Back here in the bottom of the second inning, the Potters are, or the top of the second inning still. The Potters got a new pitcher on the mound. Matthew Futami is taking over for Nick Bronzini, the right-hander. Wearing the number 15. He's got two now in here. The bases are juiced. He's got a one-run deficit. And the first pitch he throws is 78 miles an hour and misses outside and low. Matthew Fatami out of Golden West College. Towing the rubber for the Potters. His next pitch is in there, 85-mile-an-hour strike. Dot in the outside corner, evening up the count at one apiece. Nice crowd out here tonight for the Potters' second game in the West Coast World Series. Here's the 1-1. Catches the corner again, 1-2. Futami coming in, throwing strikes. And he's ahead of Omar Gonzalez, 1 ball and 2 strikes. This one is lifted into right field. I do believe that's going to get out of play, and it certainly does. Gets into the parking lot Potters section, where my boys TJ, Double D, all my boys over there. Appreciate all my parking lot Potters. They brought us dinner tonight too, man. Really good. Really good. The Brussels sprouts. Mwah. Oh, and the loaded potatoes. Yummy, yummy. Got him swinging. High cheese. And Gonzalez couldn't hold up, but not before the Warriors put a run on the board and now take the lead 2-1.
Hey, baseball fans, you may have noticed our scoreboard goes out from time to time. You can help us get a new one. Give $20 and get a chance at winning 2 tickets to some of the region's biggest events, like the Outlaw Festival with Willie Nelson, Bob Dylan, and John Mellencamp, a Sacramento Kings game, or Ringling Brothers Circus. All proceeds benefit the Big Swing Capital Campaign. You can buy now at friendsofmcbean.org.
Hey everyone, this is Alex with the Downtown Lincoln Association. We're super excited to kick off Lincoln Loves Local, a new campaign designed to spotlight amazing businesses that make Lincoln so unique. We partnered with Dalila from UN Social Agency to create short, high-quality videos that help boost your visibility and reach right here in the Lincoln community. Each video will be shared on DLA's social media and newsletter, making it easy for locals to discover and support your business. So let's celebrate what makes Lincoln special together.
Buy a personalized brick for you, your loved ones, or your business, and show everyone your commitment to Lincoln baseball. Framed and engraved by our own Lincoln High Ag program students, your brick will be featured on unique movable brick walls. Find your name in the stadium entrance for the 2024 and 2025 seasons. Then visit your brick in its permanent home inside the stadium. Bricks can be purchased here for $250. Get it now at friendsofmcbean.org.
I'm Bill Spear, North Valley president of Five Star Bank. In a time when business can feel so uncertain, we're here for you every step of the way.
I know they have a lot of bells and whistles within their bank, but just the relationship piece here locally on the business side is huge for us.
Five Star treats us like we're number one. They're right there with suggestions, with help. So I have to bank with people that have our mission in mind.
We're Five Star Bank. How can we help you?
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With the
Bottom of the second inning from McBean Stadium, and Engineer Riley just pointed something out to me. Now that is a father, a true father, a real father who knows the rules of McBean. If you're going to walk by us, you better have both hands full. Not only did he have 2 beers in both of his hands, but he had one of those baby Bjorn things with his infant carrying him in the front. I think the baby even had no, the baby didn't have any drinks. Anyway, I thought it was going to be funny there. Here we go at the bottom of the second. Zach Story due up. And the first pitch that Zach Story sees, he grounds over to third base. Nice pick by Burnell. And the long throw across the diamond, scooped by Gonzalez for the first out. Really nice play over there by Burnell, the third baseman. He had a pretty strong throw, but he did one hop Gonzalez over at first, but Gonzalez scooped it like it wasn't no thing. So now we got Everett Johnson, the first baseman for the Potters, making his way up to the plate, wearing the number 35. UC Davis guy takes that ball inside. Really tough sun right now for the left fielder, the third base and shortstop. They're all shading their eyes right now, just watching the pitch. Collins misses low with that one. Falls behind quickly, 2 balls and no strikes. Mason Belding, DH, is on deck for the Potters. That's a guy right there. This kid's gone and gotten 2 foul balls. He's got 10 Potter books already. Sweet. I'll take a couple Potter's bucks, man. Get myself a new lid. Like Get a bat. I can't make that many Potter's bucks. Here comes the 3-0. Outside and low, ball 4. Everett Johnson draws the walk. First walk issued by Jaden Collins tonight. And technically the first base runner, because Will Lindbergh, he came up and he wasn't a base runner. He got to jog around the bases. Hit the big fly out in the right center field. Tied it up at 1 apiece, but unfortunately, Warriors put up 1 on the board in the top of the second. Lead this one 2-1. Building the DH. Left-handed batter wearing the number 27. LSU commit, but he is still a high school senior. Del Oro. Fouls this one off the screen. If you couldn't tell listening at home, that was that little messing with my microphones. Actually, messing with the engineer's microphones. They're not mine anymore. I got to stop saying that. Those are yours now. I don't install them and I don't take them down. That's your job. And you do a fine job at it. T-Mac, just standing right in front of me like I'm not doing anything, even though he's one of the greatest parking lot potters ever. Got him on air. 2 balls and 1 strike. I love those guys. Parking lot potters been here before we ever got here. Tremendous group of guys. 2-1 is now 3-1 on Mason Belding. Ryan Villanueva, the catcher's on deck. And we made it to the bottom of the second inning before the scoreboard decided it just doesn't want to keep score anymore. And all you Potters fans out there, well, hey, we'll take any fans, but all the Potters fans, I'm talking to you right now. You know we need a new scoreboard, so hit up friendsofmcbean.org. Throw down a $20 donation to help us get a new one. Collins pitches in the dirt. That's 4 balls. Belding is now down at first base. Everett Johnson moves over to second base. 1 down here in the bottom of the second. Second walk issued by Jaden Collins. Both of them coming in this inning. And the best in the business, Willie Preston just announced that Fullerton College's own Ryan Villanueva made his way up to the plate. And now we're going to have a visit by the manager of the Warriors. Have not seen any activity in the bullpen, so they might just be going out to talk strategy here. Like I said, Coach and I talked a little bit before the game. Had a tremendous win in Game 1 for the Warriors. They played extremely hard. Well-pitched game. And they know the importance of winning 2 here in pool play. Try to take the top seed. There are some tiebreakers, and we'll talk about those. Anybody tied at the top, run differential is going to be the tiebreaker. And if we look back at the runs scored so far, Potters put up 15 last night and only allowed 1. The Warriors put up 6 earlier today and only allowed 2. So right now, a couple of the 1-0 teams separated by run differential at the moment. Villanueva's first pitch down low. Valdez doing the catching duties tonight. He's able to keep that one in front of him. Didn't pick it clean, but keeping it in front of him keeps the runners where they are. Johnson out at second base, Belding over at first base. Cowbells are ringing. And here's a pop-up. This is in the infield. Valdez might have a chance at it, but he does not. And one of the very few foul balls that doesn't land on the shade cover and lands in between the fence and the shade cover right onto the concrete. Nobody was hurt, so that works out well. And I think one of the youngers. Did you get that ball? How many balls you got? I got 1. All right, good job. Hey, keep it up, right? Turn that in. You get 5 Potter bucks. Did you know that? You're all over it, dude. You're the man. You got 13 in one game? Yeah. Oh, wow. Some kid got 8 earlier. So, hey, you got to beat 8 today, all right? All right, do it. The 1-1 pitch coming from Jaden Collins. It's in the dirt. This is what I do, man. I talk to the folks. I talk to the people. Now, I know that person happened to be a little bit younger than me. That's true. But we're talking baseball. It's all good. He had 13 foul balls in one game. What's 13 times 5, Riley? So he had 65 Potter bucks. That's pretty impressive, man. Pretty impressive. Also impressive was that 70-mile-an-hour pitch that was called a strike by Jaden Collins. So Collins is looking in. Johnson and Belding taking their leads, not being held on out there. The pitch is high, ball 4. So I guess you could trust the scoreboard for the first time, Mr. Engineer. So Ryan Villanueva walks down to first base. 3 walks in a row now given up by Jaden Collins. And Drew Andrews. Welcome back, Drew. Nice to see Drew Andrews back out here. He knows this field extremely well, coming from William Jessup University. This is where they play their home games. So we got him up there, and we got the bases full of Potters. First pitch by Jaden Collins. A little bit low. I think Collins was thinking he got that pitch called the strike earlier in the day, not getting it now. Collins kicks and deals. This is a ground ball over to third base. Third baseman takes it to third himself all the way across the diamond, not in time. Potters do score a run and tie this thing up at 2. Well, Drew Andrews with the fielder's choice. Coming in to score is Everett Johnson. Mason Belding cut down at third base. Ryan Villanueva finds himself over at second base now. And back to the top of the lineup. And clearly one of the favorites here in Lincoln, Zach Chamizo. Batting for his second time tonight. Potter legend. I'm talking to all my independent baseball brethren out there. Pay close attention to Zach Chamizo. He needs a home. Outside. We've been covering Zach Chamizo out here in Lincoln for at least 3 years. Absolute stud of a baseball player, grinder, if you will. A lot of pop from the left-hand side and a tremendous defensive player. So love to see Chamizo out here for the West Coast World Series. He had a huge home run in the semifinals last year of the West Coast World Series. We thought he had one in his first at-bat yesterday, just off the end. But he's ahead in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. And this one's a high, deep drive to right field. Right before the fence is Wally, and he makes the catch. And there's your third out of the inning, but not before the Potters put up 1 and tie this thing at 2 apiece.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Oh boy, we have a good one here at McBean Stadium. The Potters and the Warriors all tied up at 2 going into the top of the 3rd inning. Christian Espinoza, the DH, gonna lead things off. J.R. Valdez and then Tyson Brown. Espinoza grounded out his first at-bat. We're in the number 20, batting from the left-hand side. Futami's still out there and still throwing strikes, 83 miles an hour. Not sure he was able to hold up, was he? Are we going to ask? Are we going to anything? All right. Umpire just walking around. I would like a call at some point in time. Oh, come on. You make They do finally check down at first base. The first base umpire, I'm not even sure he was in that play, and just says no swing. So 1 ball and 1 strike on Espinoza. Futami's next pitch is high. 2 balls and 1 strike. And it's just not the greatest look. I will admit that. 2-1, fouled off to the screen right at those guys' fingers. Probably not the wisest idea to put your fingers in the screen there, trying to take pictures. We'll provide you free pictures on Stone's Broadcast Networks, man. I got you covered. It'll save your fingers. 2-2, here it is. Outside, 3-2. Matthew Futami coming in for Nick Bronzini, who went 1 2/3 of an inning, giving up 1 hit, 2 runs, both of them earned, 3 walks and 3 Ks. And that's inside, ball 4. So Espinoza draws the walk. Taking his time there at home plate, taking off all the protective gear, tossing it over to his partner, Tyson Brown, who's now on deck. J.R. Valdez now coming to the plate. Right-handed batter. Struck out his first at-bat. Valdez, a big fellow, right-hander. Waiting for Futami's first pitch, and here it is. This one's right back up the middle. Chamizo unable to get to it, but deked the runner, Espinoza, as he was coming into second. And Espinoza pulled up quickly and stops at second. There's a solid single by Valdez, though. Just the second hit given up by Potter's pitching tonight. Well, that's got runners at first and second. Nobody down here, and Tyson Brown, who walked in the second inning, getting his second at-bat. Nice block by Villanueva behind the dish. Now we're seeing the crowds walking through, double fisting, nachos and beers. Potter's legend, Trey Furry in the house. That's my guy right there. Way to be. Yeah, come on up, dude, anytime. All right, all right. And he's doing the right thing, like we always say, double fisting it. Another block back there by Villanueva. 2 balls and no strikes. Tyson Brown wearing the number 25. Looking for a hit here in this game. And that pitch is high. 3 balls and no strikes. So Futami quickly behind Brown here. Tyson Brown out of Menlo College. And he just takes a Menlo walk down to first base. So 2 walks here in the top of the 3rd, along with the single. Makes the bases loaded again. This isn't the first time that the Warriors have been able to do that. And Nate the Great's going to take another walk out there. So it's been a while since I've seen Nate the Great make back-to-back walkouts and back-to-back innings. But he does, and that's why he's great. because he knows when he needs to do that, and he's doing it right now. So everybody's out there talking strategy, and while we have a second, let's talk about what's going on tomorrow, Monday, August 4th. We finally play the seeded games. Pool play will be over. The 3 seed versus the 6 seed will be playing game number 7 at 8:30 tomorrow morning. And yes, we will be live with all of it right here on Stones Broadcast Networks. Game 8 at noon will be the 4 seed versus the 5 seed. Game 9 at 3:30. 2 seed versus either the 3 or 6 seed, whoever wins that one. And then game 10, the 1 seed versus the 4-5 seed, whoever wins that game. This one is fouled off to the screen by Cody McFadden, who struck out looking his first at-bat. So as the great Willie Preston pointed out earlier, pay attention to your socials tonight because seeding will be released and everybody will know what time they play tomorrow. 0-1 turns to 0-2 with that foul ball by Cody McFadden. So whatever Nate the Great said, it's doing its job because Futami's got back-to-back strikes now and is ahead in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. And I got to have more cowbell. Thank you, guys. Can't believe they heard me. Maybe that was Willie's doing. I don't know. 0-2. This one is a ground ball over to Chamizo, far to his left. He's unable to come up with that one cleanly. Coming in is Espinoza, and he's going to score along with J.R. Valdez. And just like every other inning prior, they score runs and they take the lead. Now lead this one 4-2. It's going to be a really tough play for Chamizo going far to his right to have to try to backhand that one. Dawson Raddick warming up for the Potters in the bullpen right now. So Tyson Brown over at third base, McFadden at first. And the first pitch to Burnell is in there for a strike, 85 miles an hour. Burnell out of Chabot College. Taking strike number 2. So Futami ahead in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Johnson holding on. McFadden at first base. Good pitch. Better take there by Burnell. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. I had to get in on that one because I heard I have a fever. Villanueva was able to keep that pitch in front of him, but it bounced too far out in front of him, and on that, Cody McFadden went down to second base. Fortunately, we got to pencil that in as a wild pitch that allows him to move over to second base, but now runners on second and third, nobody out here. And Burnell goes down swinging. Second strikeout of the evening for Futami. 1 down here, and McCoy Carson coming up to the plate. Carson grounded out his first at-bat in the second inning. First pitch that Futami throws is a little bit high. Matthew Futami looking in, getting his signs. He's ready. Throws that one in the dirt. Another great block by Villanueva behind the plate. But unfortunately, Futami has now fallen behind. 2 balls and no strikes. The Warriors now lead this one 4-2 here. We are in the top of the third inning. And that fastball is outside. 87 miles an hour, but a pretty easy take by McCoy Carson. So he's now sitting in the driver's seat 3-0. Runners in scoring position at both second and third. So let's see if he's got the green light here. He does not, and he takes a strike right at the bottom of the zone. Really nice pitch by Futami there. Trying to get himself back into this. 3-1. 3-2. Catching the outside part of the plate. So McCoy Carson goes from 3-0 to 3-2. One down here. Brown over at third, McFadden at second base. Swinging at that one as McCoy barely gets a piece of it, fouls it back to the backstop. But he got a piece to stay alive. A couple of young ladies coming up here. A couple of good-looking beers, actually. Thirsty. And holding up. Check swing, no appeal. McCoy takes the walk down to first base, and the bases are once again loaded, full of Warriors. And the top of the lineup of Mateo Castro coming up. And Eli Garcia making the slow walk out of the Potters dugout. He's going to come out and have a quick chat with Matthew Futami. Got a feeling that we might be having the switch here, and Dawson Raddick might be coming in. He's been warming up in the pen. And we are going to have Dawson Raddick, so we'll be back right after this break here on the Stones Broadcast Networks.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street, only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
Potters fans, want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Dawson Raddick, the new pitcher for the Potters, coming in relief of Matthew Futami. Futami responsible for the runners out there right now, plus the 2 earned runs he's already given up here. So we'll keep an eye out for that. But Dawson Raddick comes on, got 1 down here in the top of the third. Mateo Castro will be his batter he will face. Castro's walked both of his times to start tonight's game. So Raddick, the right-hander, the sidewinder, delivers, and this one's fouled off the screen for a strike. Actually bounces right back to Raddick, so he goes out, picks it up, throws it over to the Potters bullpen. Raddick currently undecided where he's going to be going. So all eyes need to be on Raddick right now from all around the country. You need this guy. You want this guy. Raddick misses inside with that one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Raddick, very deceptive motion. Kind of a 3/4 sidearm. Modified, cross step. Gets that one in there for a strike, 78 miles an hour. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. There's my guy with his infant baby Bjorn going on, but now he's got no beers. Hopefully he's on his way back to get some. And he's got a backpack. See, he's the father of the year, I'm telling you. The 1-2. Foul out of play. Oh, man, and that's just disappointing. Maybe those are NorCal Warriors fans, but they got Dodger hats on. Such a disappointment. I can't hold back. I'm sorry. I am who I am. Here comes the 1-2. This one's fouled off into right field. That's going to get into the VIP section. And one hop the fence and head out to the parking lot. So Raddick ahead, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Looking for the strikeout here. Try to keep this a 2-run deficit for the Potters. This one is a shot into the hole in right field. That's going to score 1 run. Holding up at third is McFadden. And everybody moves station to station, and the Warriors put up another run. They lead this one 5-2. Really nice single by Castro, taking advantage of the small hole over on the right side. But he drives in Brown. McFadden over to third base. McCoy now over to second base. Raddick set. He delivers to Wally, and that's outside for a ball. Jacob Wally singled his first at-bat and then was hit by a pitch in the second inning. So he's 1 for 1 today. The left-handed batter, he stands in there. The pitch from Raddick catches the corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, the scoreboard is it's bad. Got him swinging on that inside fastball at 79 miles an hour. When it's coming down from around your shoelaces, it's kind of hard to pick up. So Dawson Raddick, 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 down here. Potters trailing this game 5-2. Raddick trying to close the door on the Warriors. Misses way inside with that one, 2-2. Tough pitch there for Raddick because Wally, although it was inside, didn't seem to move very much. So I don't think he gained anything from throwing that pitch inside. You never know. We'll find out what he does here with the 2-2. He goes inside again. This is a slight pop-up into right field. Lindbergh comes in, catches it in shallow right field, and is able to throw that all the way in, holding the runner at third. Well, just as good as a strikeout right there, a fly out to right field, and that's 2 away. And the 9th batter of the inning to come up, Omar Gonzalez. Gonzalez has had 2 at-bats already today. He struck out both times. So Dawson Raddick is looking to give him the hat trick right here. Raddick misses pretty badly with that first pitch. Fairly easy take. Didn't even pick up on the TrackMan data. The engineer's using his arms to tell me how far it missed. Not sure that works. This one does not miss. Catches the corner for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Every once in a while it works. Even a blind squirrel's got to get, some food. The 1-1. This one is drilled into center field. Going back on it as Andrews looks like he will have room and makes the catch for the final out here, but not before 9 come to the plate and 3 runs come across. The Warriors now lead this one 5-2.
If you're in need of a seasoned DUI attorney, contact the law office of Samuel D. Burns Incorporated. We are familiar with the laws surrounding your case, and we will work diligently to minimize the negative impact following a DUI charge. With a proven track record, Sam Burns works on your behalf to provide a positive outcome. He's been able to save his clients' driver's licenses and negotiate more favorable terms. Visit our website.
So many local businesses trust Wizix Technology Group when it comes to their office technology. Wizix is a full-service, locally owned company with exceptional service, supplies, and support, which guarantees quick delivery and response times. Copiers, printers, scanners, business phone systems, EV charging, document management, and more. Join the ever-growing list of local businesses and win with Wizix, the largest independent provider in the Valley. Wizix, office technology made easy.
Lincoln provides all the charm of a small town, yet still provides access to excellent local medical care. At Lincoln Urgent Care, you can find expert services and a compassionate staff available 7 days a week. A friendly front desk staff will welcome you when you come into our brand new facility. Your wait time will be minimal at our walk-in clinic, unlike the emergency room. From broken bones and lacerations to allergies, flu shots, and illnesses, we treat a variety of urgent medical conditions. What sets us apart is not just our central location in Lincoln, but the convenience of our extended hours, including weekends. We've become Lincoln's first choice for urgent care because we treat patients of all ages for a variety of conditions and take most insurances. We're proud.
There we go for the bottom of the third inning. Potter's got a little bit of work to do. They trail in this game 5-2. Warriors scored 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 3 in the third. Potter's put 1 up in each of the first 2 innings. And now Jared Lewis is going to lead things off, facing Jaden Collins for his third inning of work. The first pitch that he sees is inside and low for a ball. Will Lindbergh, the home run hitter from the first inning, is on deck. Floats that 69-mile-an-hour breaking pitch in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike now on Jared Lewis, third baseman for the Potters. He hits this one, and this one's going to be in trouble. This is in a no man's land right out there in right center. It drops for a clean single, and Jared Lewis reaches base. That's just the second hit for the Potters tonight. The first single. The first hit that stayed in the yard, let's put it that way. And Will Lindbergh now makes his way to the plate. Will hit a 380-something foot home run earlier today. And carefully pitching him now is Jaden Collins. Misses outside with that fast or off-speed pitch. Can't call a 64-mile-an-hour pitch a fastball. Just can't do it. Principle. Jaden Collins from the stretch. Taken off is Lewis. He's going to be thrown out. I actually thought he might have beaten that, but really good throw by Valdez from the catcher's position, and Jared Lewis caught stealing. So 1 down here. So Will Lindbergh with nobody on now. Another 70-mile-an-hour off-speed pitch catches the corner. I hear that number 26 is warming up. Cruz Herrera warming up for the Potters, the lefty. Actually, he's a right-handed thrower. He's a lefty batter. Oh, wow, interesting. Will Lindbergh swings through that one, evening up the count at 2 apiece. First baseman comes all the way down from first base to get that ball. Maybe just to have a conversation. I don't know. Maybe he's bored out there. I don't know. It's also possible he didn't get his workout in, so he figures I better run as much as I can. Either way, he's now taking his position back at first base, and here's the 2-2. On the outside part of the plate for a ball. So he runs that count full. Jaden Collins versus Will Lindbergh here with 1 down. Bottom 3. Will Lindbergh sends this one into center field. They were playing him to pull, and Carson comes all the way over from his position in right center field to make the catch. 2 away. Wally was actually the right fielder, was playing closer to the line, and Carson was playing the gap right center field. Will Lindbergh lifted this one out to straightaway center field, but Carson, he's got the wheels out there. He was able to make it, turn and burn, and get there for the catch. So 2 away here, bottom 3. Jason Hanson up. Hanson takes that one a bit high. Potters trail this one 5-2. This one is a shot right past the third baseman. Solid single for Jason Hanson. Pulls up over at first base with the nice clean single. I see my guy. I know, dude, I can feel when my guy walks into the building. Like I can feel when the door opens and the man himself comes in. Mr. Trey Furry, how are you, brother?
Good, how are you?
I'm excellent, man. I miss you. I'm glad to see you out here.
I saw you up here. I was like, I gotta go up.
You got to come up. You got to see me.
You don't see this guy too often.
You don't. I don't ever show up anymore. Neither do you. So come on, let's be real. Keep it real with me, Trey. I know you have. Hey, Zach Story's now up there. Takes that first pitch outside. So what's up with you, man? How you been? Where'd you go? Oh, he left me. I'm on live, and he decides to just walk away mid-conversation. What the hell? Potter's legend just doesn't, I don't count, I guess. I'm just giving him crap. How you been, man?
I've been good. How are you?
Hey, we've been doing good, man. What are you up to? What's new?
How about Chamizo showing up?
Chamizo is showing up and showing out, isn't he?
You decided to play baseball today?
Why didn't you walk across the street and decide to play some baseball?
Eli did just ask. He said, would you have played? I said, I would play first and DH, and that's about it.
Okay, well, guess what? Monday, we're going to need you. So, no, you just said it live on air, so it's happening now, Trey. You better go, buddy, before you get yourself in any more trouble. You bet we're live 3-0 right now on Zach's story, and I got him to say it live on air, so we got walk-ups and everything. We're ready to go. Zach's story takes that one on the outside part of the plate for a strike. 3 balls and 1 strike now. Jaden Collins in his 3rd inning of work. He's pitched really well considering. Holding the Potters to 2 runs through the first 3. And there's ball 4, and he finds himself on first base. Hanson moves himself over to second base. So where are you at now, Mr. Furry? What are you doing? Where are you coaching? You're doing a little bit of everything now, aren't you?
Doing lessons.
Yeah?
Lessons is my main thing, and then I got BBT. I have the 10s and the 11s now.
Very nice.
Still coaching at Jessup.
Excellent. I'm glad to hear that.
I hang around the Potters as much as I can.
Very good. How's our boy JP?
JP's doing great.
We miss
And now he's
JP.
coaching college and high school again, and
I love it,
he couldn't
dude.
be having any more fun than he is.
I love to hear that. Well, I want you to do me a favor. Next time you see JP, give him our love. We miss him out here, man.
I will. I'll tell him
You need to. Well, yeah, when you're here playing tomorrow.
Shoot.
Yeah, I got him. He has no idea how much I locked him down right here. There's a little.
8-ball corner pocket?
Yeah, 8-ball corner pocket, correct, Furry. But unfortunately, that is the 3rd and final out. So we'll go to the 4th inning. Potters still trail 5-2.
Hey, Potters fans, want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
This job is the Esplanade at Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the top side included with it.
We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project. It's very costly to the developer, so beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects. It's got a lot of groundwater, so we've got an extensive groundwater pump system in place. It's just cool to be a part of the built environment and know that for the next 100 years that people are going to use and enjoy what we've created here today.
Hi, Bill Evans, President of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in the store, our conference facilities, an amazing team help us keep together an amazing organization, and we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve. And getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
I love being able to serve my community with my business friends and other leaders and give back to those who are in need.
The thing I love about the PCAR committees is they all work toward the same goal of bringing the community together to support those in need in our surrounding area.
I instantly came to the meeting and had a wonderful time, felt like I was a part of something bigger, and it was just the start of my leadership journey.
Back here for the fourth inning, and let's see, Christian Espinoza will be leading things off for the NorCal Warriors. Really nice chatting with Trey Fury up here for a few minutes. Really nice to see that he's still here and doing things, working with Jessup, doing some work with Better Baseball. JP, former Potters legend and coach, manager out here. Sending our love out to JP and all the guys over at Better Baseball, as well as, Ryan Stevens, the rest of those guys. So 0-1 on Espinoza. No balls and 2 strikes. Cruz Herrera on the mound. Cruz Herrera misses low with that one, coming in relief of Dawson Raddick. Knew that didn't look like Dawson Raddick out there, but I was in-depth conversation with some Potters legends, so hard for me to pull away from that. The 1-2 misses outside, 2-2. Cruz Herrera, Metropolitan State University of Denver. Right-handed pitcher. He's up there, and he kicks and he deals inside. Runs that count full. I actually saw Cruz Herrera in the clubby earlier today. Really nice to see him. I haven't seen him in a while. 3-2 catches the corner. Strike 3. Espinoza caught looking. Window shopping, get you a strikeout. J.R. Valdez due up next. Valdez 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout so far. The right-hander stands in there. .76-mile-an-hour off-speed pitch misses. So Valdez, the right-hander, stands in against the right-hander Cruz Herrera. Got him to swing. Could not hold up. I'm not sure he really wanted to swing at that one, but he did. Evening up the count at 1-1. Really, really nice crowd out here. We even got the bounce house up tonight. That means we got a full house. There's the curveball. Drops that in there. Dropping a dime on J.R. Valdez. Now ahead in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Got him swinging. Oh, 2 strikeouts here for his first 2 batters that he faces in the 4th inning. And that's going to bring up Tyson Brown, who's walked twice. So officially does not have any at-bats yet. So he's looking to get things going here. I just realized that I didn't tell anybody that the Potters are wearing their baby. Are we calling them powders or babies? Powders? Powder blues? Wearing the powder blues with the orange socks tonight. Navy hats. First pitch by Herrera is in there for a strike. NorCal Warriors in their black tops, red numerals, gray pants. Comes the 0-1. Got him with the off speed. Nothing and 2. So Cruz Herrera comes in. He's got 2 strikeouts on the first 2 hitters he faces, and he's got an 0-2 count now on Tyson Brown. 0-2 is lifted into right field. Lindbergh moving over towards the line a little bit. Now sprinting in and makes the catch for the 3rd and final out here in the 4th inning. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Potter's got some work to do. They trail this one 5-2.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street, only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Back here at McBean Stadium, bottom of 4. Potters trail this one 5-2. Mason Belding due up here for the Potters in the bottom of the 4th. Drew a walk, his first at bat in the 2nd inning. Really, really nice night out here. The sun is starting to set. Weather is just absolutely gorgeous. I don't think you can ask for better weather right now, 85 degrees. The slightest of breezes blowing from right to left field. Jaden Collins back in there for his 4th inning of work and throws a ball to Mason Belding. Looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter for Ryan Villanueva. That would be Nick Poss. Next pitch is in there for a strike, evening up the count. He's the one who told me. Got some activity over in the Warriors bullpen right now. Got a couple of sets of guys throwing over there. Don't really think we can gather any information from that. Belding with a 2-1 count. Here it is. Catches the corner, 2-2. Jaden Collins, through 3 innings, has been very efficient. Did go through a bout there where he was having a hard time finding the zone in the 2nd, but righted that ship and has brought his team all the way into the 4th inning with a 5-2 lead. We got a 3-2 count, full, if you will, double fists. And that's in there, strike 3. Belding goes down, watching it. First strikeout tonight for Jaden Collins. And now, like we thought, pinch hitting for Ryan Villanueva. It's going to be Nick Poss. Hope Villanueva's okay. because he only had the one at bat. But Nick Poss now comes in to take over the catching duties. The right-handed batter stands in there for his first at bat tonight against Jaden Collins. Jaden misses with that one inside. Get the Potter up chant going. That'd be nice. Got to get some energy infused into this team. They trail 5-2 here. Bottom of 4. Misses with that one as well, so Poss is ahead in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. The stadium lights just kicked on, so dusk is upon us. 2-0. Way out in front of that one and just hits a line shot foul over by the berm. Scattered a few people. Nothing bad out there, though, so everybody's good. 2 balls now and 1 strike on Nick Poss. Drew Andrews on deck, who reached on the fielder's choice in the second. And Poss takes that one and bounces off of something. I'm not exactly sure what, but hit the ground and then kicked all the way over towards the Warriors' dugout. And the unnamed Warrior comes out to pick it up. 3-1, here it is. And that may have actually got him. Didn't see the signal, so it doesn't matter either way. Nick Poss draws the walk and is on first base for Drew Andrews. 4th walk issued by Jaden Collins tonight. And now Drew Andrews finds his way up to the plate. The right-handed batter wearing the number 3. Poss with his lead over at first base being held on by Gonzalez. And the first pitch, that hits Drew Andrews, so he's going to get a chance to stroll on down to first base. Hit by pitch and a walk. Potter's going to rally for free here. Runners on first and second with 1 down. And back to the top of the lineup, the big lefty, Zach Chamizo. Zach's hit the ball really hard tonight, but unfortunately doesn't have a whole lot to show for it. He broke his bat in the first and hit a long fly ball in the second that was caught at the wall. So he's 0 for 2 tonight. I think Trey Furry is a little jealous that Zach's playing tonight, and he's not. So maybe we can convince him to sign up and come on out tomorrow night. I'd like to see that happen. Zach takes that one outside for a ball. Chamizo with the open stance. Lays the bat down on his shoulder. Runners with their lead. Here's the pitch. Here's the drive into left center field. Going over is Brown. Looks like he's going to make the catch right in front of the wall. And the runners have to retreat back to first and second base. So Chamizo hit the ball hard again, 94 off the bat, but just nothing to show for it. A long fly ball out into left field. And with 2 down here, Jared Lewis comes up to the plate. Jared Lewis, wearing the number 14, is 1 for 2 tonight. University of San Francisco. Also a left-handed batter who likes to lay the bat down on his shoulder pre-pitch, but right on top of the plate. First pitch he sees by Collins, he takes all the way. Nick Poss out at second base. Drew Andrews over at first base. Potters have 2 down, so it's going to take a hit to do anything here. Big swing and miss by Jared Lewis, 1-1. This is game 3. Actually, it's game 6 of day 2. Game 3 of the day today. 1-1. Floats that 66-mile-an-hour butterfly in there, but it misses for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Carson, the center fielder, playing in the right center field gap right now, so there's a huge gap in left center field. Bluff was Nick Poss out at second base. He does not take off, but he tried to bluff. Lewis is now ahead in the count, 3 balls and 1 strike. Imagine he sees that hole out there too, and then love to drive one out to the wall. That would score 2. And that one's outside, ball 4. So as opposed to driving it out into that gap, he draws the walk, loads the bases. And I guess it's a good thing to load the bases in front of this man, Will Lindberg. Big home run earlier in the game today. Poss moves himself over to third base. Andrews now at second base. Lewis at first. Valdez coming out to have a quick chat with Collins on the mound. Like I said, there's been some activity. There's now only 1 arm thrown in the bullpen. There's a righty out there for the Warriors. Doesn't look like there's any immediacy for a pitching change here, so we won't worry about the guy in the bullpen just yet. Valdez makes his way back to the plate. Will Lindberg getting all situated there in the box from the left-hand side. And everybody is now ready to go. Here's Jaden Collins' first pitch to Will Lindberg. That's in there for a strike at 67 miles an hour. I think Will would like to see that one again. Have an opportunity to drive a pitch like that. Collins ahead 0-1. Pitch is a little bit high and outside possibly. He doesn't get the call. Jaden Collins a little bit perturbed with that. Thought that was a strike. Excellent. Thank you, Mr. Lucas, or Luke Statwalker, as we like to call him. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. This one's fouled off to the left and out of play. Was just informed by the great Luke Statwalker that Elijah Heredia is warming up for the Warriors in their bullpen right now. So Collins ahead, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th. Potter's got the bases juiced here. And Will Lindberg pops this one up. This is into shallow left field. Brown coming in, circling around it, waiting for it to come down, and puts it away for the final out. So we head to the 5th inning. Potter still trailed this one 5-2.
Lincoln Potters Baseball, Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums, loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats, fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Buy a personalized brick for you, your loved.
You can buy a personalized brick for you or somebody you love if you'd like to. But we're done with the commercials, and we are back here in the top of the fifth inning. Cody McFadden to lead things off, Wyatt Burnell and McCoy Carson, 7, 8, and 9 for the Warriors, who lead this one 5-2. Cruz Herrera back on for his second inning of work. 2 strikeouts in his first inning of work. It went 1, 2, 3. He needs to do the same to keep the Potters in this one. McFadden singled his last at-bat, but he swings through that and is quickly behind 0-2. The shortstop for the NorCal Warriors tonight. Right-handed batter, closed stance. Waiting for Cruz Herrera's next pitch. And gets him strike 3. 93 miles an hour on the hands. McFadden had no chance of catching up with that one. And there's one down, and it's the Farmers' fifth. So that gives you, with that strikeout, gives you half off on Farmers. Awesome. I love it. Can you go get me a Farmers real quick? You're a good engineer. First pitch in there to Wyatt Burnell. That's in there for a strike. Cruz Herrera just firing strikes right now, and the engineer doing the right thing, making me avoid having a beer. I am working. 0-1 turns to 0-2 with the big swing through that one. 91 miles an hour. Right at the top of the zone. Cruz Herrera comes in, and he is dealing. Quickly ahead, 0-2. We got time. Whoever's warming up out in the bullpen for the Warriors. That one got by the catcher. But now everybody's ready to go. Here comes the 0-2 from Cruz Herrera. Fouled right back to the screen. 92 miles an hour. Good cut by Wyatt Burnell. Able to foul that one straight back. So Herrera is still ahead in the count, 0-2. I wouldn't be shocked if he pulls out the changeup here. See if he can't get Burnell out in front. Here's the 0-2. Tries to go inside with the fastball. Back him off the plate just a little bit. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That's a good pitch because it kind of sets up all kinds of stuff. He could go with the off speed here, or he could try to go outside with the fastball, get him to chase. Here's the 1-2. Tried to go with the off speed. Unfortunately, couldn't execute the pitch. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 1 down here in the top of the 5th. And this one is popped up in the infield. That's going to get out of play, actually. And there's the car alarm that I've been waiting for since game 1. First foul ball. That was a long time ago now that I look at my watch. We started at like 10:30 this morning, didn't we? Wow. 2-2. Inside, 3-2. Again, another pitch by Cruz Herrera. Sets up all kinds of stuff right here. So, Cruz Herrera, 3-2 on Wyatt Burnell. This one is lifted into left field. I think that's going to get out of play, and it is. And bounces off of the little shade structure over there by the visiting dugout. So everybody returns back to their positions. Burnell is in the box. He's ready to go, and so is Herrera. Got him swinging. 2 strikeouts here to start the top of the 5th. To go with his 2 strikeouts that started the 4th. 4 strikeouts total and 5 batters that he has faced. And that's going to bring up McCoy Carson. McCoy Carson's made contact and unfortunately grounded out in the second. And he also walked in the third. 0 for 1 tonight. Cruz Herrera kicks and deals. That one is outside for a ball. So Herrera doing his job to try to keep the Potters in this one. Keep them close. The 1-0 is high. 2-0. So Cruz Herrera throws 2 pitches that aren't in the zone. He gets upset, and he takes a walk to try to cool himself off. He's done talking to himself, and he's ready to go. Here's the 2-0. There's a fastball right in on the hands on Carson. He's able to fight that one off. 2 balls and 1 strike. I actually think we have probably twice as many people here tonight as we did last night. So I'd like to see that double for tomorrow night. Let's go. 2-1. Here it is. High and inside, 3-1. So Cruz Herrera's fallen behind McCoy Carson. 3 balls and 1 strike. See if he can get back into this count right here. Here's a 3-1. So that's a strike. 3-2. McCoy Carson did not agree with that one. He tosses bat to the side. It was off the plate maybe a little bit, but a pitcher's strike nonetheless. Cruz Herrera has been throwing strikes tonight, so getting the benefit of the doubt with that one. And now it's a 3-2, and the manager for the Warriors calling timeout, wants to talk to his batter real quick. Make sure McCoy Carson understands it. It's all right. That was a tough pitch. You didn't agree with it, but reset. And let's keep the inning going right here. And that conversation is now over, so Carson has returned to the plate. Cruz Herrera still up there. I don't think he ever left the bump. Here's the 3-2. Inside ball 4. There was bat even further this time. Definitely did not agree with the last strike call. And oddly enough, the umpire kind of watched him walk down to first base. So 1 on with 2 down here in the top of the 5th. McCoy Carson draws the walk. Mateo Castro now up at the plate. First walk given up by Herrera tonight. Eight walks in total given up by Potters pitching tonight, leading to 5 runs for the Warriors. Castro hits this one out to Zach Chamizo. He picks it up, fires over to first base in time, and that'll end the top of the 5th. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th. Potters still trailing this one 5-2.
Astro Air Design Incorporated, where you feel the difference. We are a locally owned and operated heating, air conditioning, and custom sheet metal company committed to the highest quality of craftsmanship at a competitive price. Our trained and certified technicians have the knowledge and experience required to install, maintain, or repair your home comfort solutions. Our upfront pricing gives you the peace of mind because you know your price is locked in. Call Astro Air Design Incorporated today.
Here in Michigan, we do more than just survive the winter. We thrive during it. You simply can't keep us away from what we love most: great times and amazing beer. The snow transforms the landscape and lays the path for adventures yet to be had. Trails ready to be explored, and freshly groomed hills ready for the first run of the day. And later, as the sun descends, it's time to unwind with great conversation and even better friends. Experience a taste of Michigan winter with Founders Brewing Company, born and brewed in Michigan.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
About ready to start the bottom of the 5th inning with Jason Hansen leading things off, followed by Zach Story, Everett Johnson, then Mason Belding, then Nick Poss, and Drew Andrews. That's what the Potters need to get things going here in the bottom of the 5th. They're trailing this one 5-2. And Jaden Collins is still on the mound for his 5th inning of work. Really impressed by what Jaden Collins has done out there. Doesn't have a huge arm, but definitely has good command of all of his pitches and has been very accurate tonight. So Jaden Collins has done a tremendous job keeping the Warriors ahead 5-2. First pitch to Jason Hansen is high and inside. I think I may have heard Willie say something about a change out in left field for the Warriors. They're so far out there, I can't see. So we'll address it in the bottom half of the top half of the next inning. Here comes the 1-0. That misses. 2 balls and no strikes to Jason Hansen. Popped out to first base in his first at bat and then singled in the 3rd. So he's 1 for 2 on the evening. And he saw that one big. He wanted to pull the trigger. He just could not. He takes that pitch in there for a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. Collins steps off. Didn't like the sign that he received. He's now back on the mound, and he's ready to work. 2-1 is ripped down left field, but that's going to get out of play again over to the grassy knoll, the berm, if you will. A bunch of kids over there playing in the grass and on the bounce house. But they're protected. 2 balls and 2 strikes here in the bottom of the 5th. This is a 7-inning game as we are still in pool play. We also do have run rules in pool play. It's 10-run rule after 5, 7 after 6. I'm not sure that that's going to be a necessary thing in this game. 3-2. This is driven out to center field. Played perfectly, though. Carson out there. Takes 4 or 5 steps in and puts it away for the first out. Defensively, the Warriors have been positioned pretty well tonight, even though I've been taken aback a couple of times when I've noticed the big shifts out there by Carson in center field. But I've come to realize that he's got some speed out there, so he can do it. Zach Story now, his first pitch he sees, he shows bunt, foul tips it into the glove, and is strike 1. Zach Story grounded out in the 2nd, singled in the 3rd. He's 1 for 2. The 1 pitch, outside, 1-1. Zach Story, UC Davis alum. The 1-1. Collins floats that in there for a strike, 1-2, 62 miles an hour. So Story behind 1-2. This one is a fly ball out into shallow left field. Going out as the shortstop, McFadden, and he makes the running catch for the 2nd out. And that's going to bring up Everett Johnson. So the Potters had a heck of a season in the Pacific Empire League this year. Finished just out of 2nd place in the PEL standings. Would have given them the opportunity to play for the championship. But they have faced a lot of D1 arms this year. And I'm wondering if Jaden Collins in his off speed is really throwing the timing off of these hitters. This one is lifted into left field, fairly well struck by Everett Johnson, going all the way over there into the corner, and I can't see. No catch made, says the umpire. I just lost it in the corner. Great camera work, though, by the engineer. My understanding is Brown found himself in the net over there, so like he was laying in a hammock. I like it. Hey, that's what I wanted to do. That's what I'm going to do tomorrow in between games. I'm bringing the hammock. I am. That's it. Done deal. So Everett Johnson returns back to the plate. Everybody has gotten back to their positions, and here comes the 0-1. That's low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Mason Belding to follow if the inning continues. Here comes the 1-1. That's low, ball 2. So Jaden Collins, the big number 30, the right-hander for the NorCal Warriors, spinning a gem from the mound right now. Only relinquished 3 hits so far today. And he gets Johnson to swing at that 72-mile-an-hour breaking ball. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 down here, bottom 5. Jaden Collins looking for his sign. He's a Pisces. Here it is, 2-2. In the dirt, 3-2. I have no idea when he was born. I just thought that was fun. So we got a full count now on Everett Johnson. And Collins throws that one to the screen, giving Everett Johnson the free pass to go to first base. My junior producers out there, which I love each and every one of you guys. He does have great hair. So Everett Johnson down at first base. Mason Belding takes a strike. Belding walked in the second and struck out in the 4th. Shout out to the Norwegian Viking chiming in again on the YouTubes. Absolutely enjoy seeing you pop up on the screen when we're broadcasting games. Welcome to the West Coast World Series. Hope you're enjoying it. Not certain what the message online meant, but regardless, we love you, Norwegian Viking. Thank you for chiming in. The 1-1 outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. In reply to Eric Manning, also on the live stream, it is there is a schedule online. The seeded schedule for all 4 games tomorrow will be released on the social media. So following the Lincoln Potters Facebook, Instagram, and X account, and you will get the information right there. 2 balls and 2 strikes. A big swing by Belding, unable to catch up with the 71-mile-an-hour pitch. Collins, 2-2. This one's lifted in the air to left field. Brown going all the way over the line. That's going to be out of play into the bullpen area, where we got somebody working up a sweat over there in the bullpen area. And the left fielder, Brown, just tossed that foul ball into the stands like it's pro ball, like we can afford to lose baseballs. It's giving them away, Archer Brown. He's flipped him out there twice. He's giving away 10 Potter bucks, man. Taking it out of his check. Mason Belding up there with 2 ball, 2 strike count. Everett Johnson with his lead over at first, being held on by Gonzalez. Potters trailing this one by 3. And a big swing and a miss by Mason Belding. He goes down on strikes, and so do the Potters here in the 5th. We'll come back for the 6th. Potters still trail this one 5-2.
Hey, Potters fans, want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Hey, baseball fans, you may have noticed our scoreboard goes out from time to time. You can help us get a new one. Give $20 and get a chance at winning 2 tickets to some of the region's biggest events, like the Outlaw Festival with Willie Nelson, Bob Dylan, and John Mellencamp, a Sacramento Kings game, or Ringling Brothers Circus. All proceeds benefit the Big Swing Capital Campaign. You can buy now at friendsofmcbean.org.
Hey everyone, this is Alex with the Downtown Lincoln Association. We're super excited to kick off Lincoln Loves Local, a new campaign designed to spotlight amazing businesses that make Lincoln so unique. We partnered with Dalila from UN Social Agency to create short, high-quality videos that help boost your visibility and reach right here in the Lincoln.
Here in the top of the 6th inning, Jacob Wally, Omar Gonzalez, Christian Espinoza, 2-3-4 hitters to face a new pitcher for the Potters. Gentlemen, wearing the number 3, Cam Lee, right-handed pitcher. Going to get a little bit of work here in the West Coast World Series. Potters trail this one 5-2, and while I have a second, hey, Drew Andrews, I hope you're listening because Grandpa Mike shouts you out. And I'm just relaying the message because that's what I said I'd do. So shout out from Grandpa Mike. And Grandpa Mike, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you. Jacob Wally stands in there from the left side to face Cameron Lee. First pitch that he sees is high and outside, 91-mile-an-hour fastball. Next pitch is a swinging strike 2 or strike 1, evening up the count. And only even up the count if there's one of each. So it's the only way you can do that. Got some activity out in the Warriors bullpen. Cameron Lee from the windup. Dots that fastball in there at 89 miles an hour right at the bottom of the zone. Climb ahead, 1 ball and 2 strikes. The great Tatiana is here walking through the park. The 1-2, here it is. Fouled off to the screen. Props to the gentleman down there in the yellow and red tie-dye shirt. Didn't move an inch. That ball was fouled off to the screen right in front of his face. Didn't even move. Maybe he was enjoying the beer specials from earlier. Here comes the 1-2. This one's grounded over to first base, picked up by Everett Johnson. He flips it over to Cam Lee, covering. And there's one down here in the top of the 6th. Omar Gonzalez now due up. First baseman today for the NorCal Warriors. Struck out in the first and the second inning and flew out to center field. So he's 0 for 3 on the day. Big fella in the right-handed batter's box. Fairly close to the plate. Waiting for Cameron Lee's first pitch. It's high. Sitting right at 91 for his fastball right now. Here comes the 1-0. This was fouled out of play, evening up the count. Camry steps off the rubber, grabs the rosin bag, gets back on there. Thank you, Mr. Engineer. 1-1. Curveball in there for strike 2. So getting ahead and working ahead is Cameron Lee. This one's fouled off to the screen. There we go. Thank you very much, Mr. Engineer. Fixing all the stuff here. Even my phone. I love it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch by Cam Lee. It misses low and outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Christian Espinoza, the DH, to follow. Right now, Cameron Lee is in a battle with Gonzalez. The 2-2 pitch is high for a ball, 3-2. So Gonzalez is able to work the count full. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. This is smashed into left field. If that gets in, that is out of here. I was going to say, if that gets up a little bit more, that has a chance. And it just maintained. That was a line shot at 22-degree launch angle, 101 miles an hour off the bat. But just cleared the fence. 309 was the distance, which is interesting because it cleared the 314 marker out there on the fence. But, hey, we'll call it 309. Regardless, it's Omar Gonzalez for a home run, and that extends the lead for the Warriors 6-2. So 17, Jaden Gilbert coming in to take over for Christian Espinoza. So Gilbert in there for his first at-bat tonight. The right-hander with the yellow bat. First pitch he sees is down low for a ball. Christian Espinoza, the DH, went 0 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout. Now Jaden Gilbert coming in to take his place as the DH. He takes that one over the plate for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Still the activity goes over in the Warriors bullpen. From the windup, here it is. Misses. 2 balls and 1 strike. Several Potters are out there in the bullpen. Nobody's doing anything, though, so not going to ask the engineer to effort a number for me yet. Cam Lee getting ready to deliver his 2-1. That's a beautiful breaking ball in there for strike 2. So he battles back and gets right back into the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes now on Jaden Gilbert. 2-2 just misses Jaden and just misses the plate. 3 balls and 2 strikes now. J.R. Valdez would be the next hitter. But right now, Jaden Gilbert looking to do something. Cameron Lee throws the 3-2, and it's high, ball 4. So Gilbert draws the walk, his first at-bat. He's on base the first time for tonight. And that's going to bring up J.R. Valdez, who got a couple of strikeouts tonight and a single and scored. So he's 1 for 3. Steps in to face Camley. Gilbert with his lead over at first. Not going anywhere till now. The ball gets past Poss behind the dish. And on the wild pitch, Gilbert finds himself at second base. J.R. Valdez went 1 for 3 in game 1 today, where the Warriors beat the Stars 6-2. And they have a 6-2 lead here against the Potters. That one's fouled out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike. The Lights have completely taken over the field finally. And that one's high by Cam Lee. 2 balls and 1 strike. The right-hander stands in their slightly open stance. Waiting for his 2-1. Swung through that fastball at 88 miles an hour. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Cam Lee looking, getting his signs from Nick Poss behind the dish. He's ready, checks the runner at second, and delivers. This one is a shot into center field. Coming in as Andrews. Is he going to be able to make it? He is not. The ball gets past him and all the way into the gap right at the 380 mark. Turning third and slipping, but getting up and scoring is Jordan Gilbert, and sliding in safe at third is J.R. Valdez. Warriors now lead this one 7-2. J.R. Valdez with the triple. Officially 2 for 4 now on the night. And the Warriors have just extended this out. Poss and Lee having a quick conversation at the mound after that triple. Tyson Brown due up, the left fielder. The umpire needs some baseballs, so that's going to happen. Poss comes back to his position behind the dish. Umpire fouls the baseballs away into his pocket. And we are just about ready to get going again here. Top of the 6th inning. Potters now trail this one 7-2 with 1 down here. Tyson Brown at the dish. And the first pitch that he sees by Cam Lee is high. 1 ball and no strikes. Hear the chattering now in the stadium that the Potters trail by 5. The next pitch is up high, misses up high. So Lee falls behind 2 balls and no strikes. Now we officially got some activity in the Potters pen. We got a lefty throwing over there. Right now, Cameron Lee is facing Tyson Brown. Got him to swing at that pitch off the outside part of the plate at 88 miles an hour. Was not a strike. Actually, yeah, it was a strike. But Tyson Brown just couldn't catch up to it. 2 balls and 1 strike now on Tyson Brown. Go to McFadden getting his warm-up swings on the on-deck circle. This one's fouled off to the screen. Somebody said, whoa. There's a screen there. You're protected. You don't have to worry. You don't have to say the whoa. You can cheer. Try to fake catch it or something, but you don't have to whoa. You're going to be all right, I promise. We built this place pretty solid. The 2-2 pitch. Cameron Lee is standing on there. He's looking in for his sign. He finally gets it. Here's his delivery. Holding up, checking his swing is Tyson Brown. So he runs it to a 3-2 count full. J.R. Valdez over on third base. With one down here, a fly ball to the outfield could score another for the Warriors. 3-2, here it is. It's fouled out of play. Cameron Lee steps off, grabs a little bit of the rosin bag. Dusts off the hand a little bit. And he's ready to get back at it. Tyson Brown in there, putting up a fight against Cameron Lee. 3-2, here it is. Strike 3 called. So Tyson didn't necessarily agree with it, but it was right over the plate. And he watched it right by him for strike number 3. 2 down here in the top of the 6th inning. Cody McFadden now the number 7 hitter, the shortstop for the Warriors tonight. Standing in there. 2 strikeouts and a single on the day, 1 for 3. Right-hander waiting for his first pitch, and he fouls this one behind us and out of play. So Cam Lee quickly ahead, 0-1. Two down here in the top of the 6th inning. The 0-1 pitch is outside, 1-1. Warriors scored 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 3 in the third, and 2 here in this inning. That one's taken just over the outside part of the plate for a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Tyler Hutchinson? Nope, the one below that. Xavier Maldonado is warming up. All right, thank you very much for that, sir. And that's what we think. We're not 100% sure, so we'll find out shortly. 1-2 pitch, swinging strike 3. Pitcher, the ball was dropped by the catcher. He throws down to first to complete the out, and through 5.5 here, the Warriors lead this one 7-2.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Back here for the bottom of the 6th inning. Potters still trail this one 7-2. Nick Boss is going to be due up. Drew Andrews, and then the top of the lineup and Zach Chamizo. And they'll be facing a new pitcher, Elijah Heredia, wearing the number 32. The right-hander comes in for the Warriors to try to keep this a 5-run game. Wonderful job by Jaden Collins tonight, going 5 innings, only giving up the 2 runs. Gave up 3 hits. He did have, however, 6 walks against 2 strikeouts. But he kept his team right in the game. Held the Potters to 2 runs only. And like I said, they lead this one 7-2. Nick Poss, the catcher, coming into bat. He walked the last time he was up. Came in relief of Ryan Villanueva. There's a high fly ball into left field. Fairly shallow. Brown coming in. Still coming in, and he makes the catch for the first out. So one quick out for Elijah Heredia, who's coming in, doing the work for the NorCal Warriors now. And that's going to bring up Drew Andrews, number 3. Got Drew Andrews' number 1 fan here on the live chat. Pay close attention. Here's your guy. And he just about got hit with that first pitch, 80 miles an hour, high and in tight. But he gets out of the way, showing off his athleticism. Right-handed batter stands there. They're waiting for Heredia's pitch. He's delivering out of the windup. And bounces that one in there for a ball. 2-0. Drew Andrews reached on fielder's choice in the second. He was hit by a pitch in the 4th. Really would like to avoid being hit by another pitch, even though that first one was high and tight. Having a nice little conversation with the umpire. Hopefully he's telling him, hey, help me out. I mean, steak dinner is always a nice thing to just give away, right? I'm sure he didn't work out any deals with the umpire. Just my fantasy world. Here comes the 2-0 pitch from Elijah Heredia. That's high for a ball, 3-0. So Heredia got the quick fly out to left field on Nick Poss, but now he's run this one 3-0 to Drew Andrews. And the Drew Andrews fan club can scream because he draws the walk to get the rally started here for the Potters in the bottom of the 6th inning. So we're going to coin Drew Andrews as the rally starter here in the bottom of the 6th, bringing up the top of the lineup at Zach Chamizo. Chamizo's, again, he's hit the ball really hard tonight, just nothing to show for it, 0 for 3. With the local product. He stands in there from the left side. Heredia out of the stretch. There's a 77-mile-an-hour fastball in there for a strike. Chamizo swings at that 72-mile-an-hour breaking pitch. Is quickly behind 0-2. So Chamizo will have to expand the zone and protect here. Drew Andrews being held on by Gonzalez, so there is a nice holdover on the right side. And McFadden shading up the middle, so there's also a hole on the left side. Checking on the runner, Drew Andrews. He's able to scamper back. He's in there safely. And the defensive alignment, Brown playing 150 steps off of the left field line and shifted way over is Carson in the right center field gap. There's a big chopper out to second base. Castro picks it up. His only play is going to be at first. And he throws out Zach Chamizo for the second out. Advancing to second is Drew Andrews. So it's going to have to be a 2-out rally, and it's going to have to be started by Jared Lewis now. Potters down to the last 4 outs here, being the home team. Jared Lewis is 1 for 2 tonight with a walk and a single. Jared Lewis has got the wheels as well, so hit one into one of those gaps we just talked about, and it's going to be a totally different ball game. Already out of the stretch. And I don't know how that missed Jared Lewis, but it did. So Lewis backs out of the box and backs right back in. Stands right on top of the plate, a couple inches off of the batter line, right at the home plate. Stands in there, and he's ready for his 1-0 pitch. Taken right off the corner for a strike, 1 ball and 1 strike. The several hundred Potter umpires that are in attendance tonight did not agree with that. Not sure TrackMan totally agreed with it either, but that doesn't matter. The umpire called it a strike. It's 1-1. A big swing and strike 2. 73-mile-an-hour changeup. Had Lewis out in front quite a bit. So Lewis is in the hole here. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 down here. Bottom of the 6th. Potter's getting down to the nitty-gritty here, trailing 7-2. The 1-2, that's in the dirt, and that gets past Valdez and heading down to third base is Drew Andrews. So Drew Andrews now 90 feet away from scoring a run for the Potters. But it's going to take a single by Jared Lewis in order to do so, or maybe another wild pitch. We'll take a run thrown in. Potters just need to start putting up some runs here. 4 more outs to work with. In fact, 3 outs and 1 strike to work with here. Jared Lewis is in a battle, 2-2. That one's low, 3-2. So Lewis steps out, adjusts the batting gloves, pulls up the sleeves, taps the helmet. Jumps right back into the batter's box. And he's waiting for Heredia, who's looking in to get his signs. Drew Andrews with his lead over at third base. Here it is. Inside ball 4. So Lewis draws his 2nd consecutive walk of the evening. He's going to give the Potters runners at first and third with 2 down. And Will Lindbergh now stepping up to the plate. Another gentleman who's hit the ball really hard tonight. Put one over the right center field fence in the first inning and then tried to hit one out of center field. Unfortunately, it was caught. Then he tried to hit one out of left field, and it was also caught. So he's 1 for 3 on the night with the home run. A home run here would cut the deficit down to 1. But the first pitch that he sees drifts outside and off the plate. Fairly easy take for Lindbergh. If the inning were to continue, Jason Hansen on deck. So the lefty Lindbergh stands in there. It takes that one low, or high, excuse me. First one was low, second one was high, so we're going up and down. Now we got to go left, right, and 4-pitch walk and load the bases. It's not what Elijah Heredia is trying to do, though. He's trying to get out of this one. 2-0 now. Time is called. Will Lindbergh steps out, steps back in. He's ready to go. 2-0 pitch is outside, 3-0. There is activity in the Warriors bullpen right now. Got a lefty warming up over there. But Heredia is right now dealing with Will Lindbergh. And a 3-0 count here. And that's in the dirt, ball 4. So that's going to load them up. We've talked about this before. Potters load the bases. Now we got to do something about it. Jared Lewis moves over to second base. Lindbergh takes his position at first. And Jason Hansen, one of the heroes of the regular season, Jason Hansen, beat the Healdsburg Prune Packers with a huge grand salami in the regular season. And oddly enough, the same time the year prior, he had a game-winning 3-run homer for the Potters. So you just never know. Jason Hansen stands up there. He's waited too long for Elijah. So he steps out, makes a couple quick adjustments, and gets right back into the box. None of the runners are being held on now with 2 down, but they will be on the move on the swing. And that one is poured in, 79-mile-an-hour strike. There it is, fastball in there at 79. Jumps ahead, no balls and 1 strike. And trying to block that one is Valdez, and he takes it himself, and he tags Drew Andrews, and Drew Andrews is out at the plate, and that is going to end the bottom of the 6th. We're going to head to the top of the 7th. Potters trail this one 7-2.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Hey, Potters fans, want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
This job is the Esplanade at Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the topside included with it.
We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project. It's very costly to the developer, so beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects. It's got a lot of groundwater, so we've got an extensive groundwater pump system in place. It's just cool to be a part of the built environment and know that for the next 100 years that people are going to use and enjoy what we've created here today.
Hi, Bill Evans, President of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in the store, our conference facilities, an amazing team helps keep together an amazing organization, and we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
Back here with the top of the 7th inning, Wyatt Burnell, McCoy Carson on the top of the order for the Warriors. 8-9-1. Xavier Maldonado back on the mound for the Potters. Zach Underwood actually pinch hitting for Wyatt Burnell. Thank you very much for that, sir. Zach Underwood getting a first opportunity to swing the bat, and he takes a strike from Xavier Maldonado, the left-hander out of Jessup University, knows this mound extremely well. And he's towing the rubber right now. Next pitch gets him to swing at the 85-mile-an-hour fastball. So Zach Underwood behind in the count, 0-2. Xavier Maldonado working out of the stretch and gets him on 3 pitches. So Underwood goes down on strikes. Potter's pitchers have been throwing strikes tonight. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 strikeouts on the evening. Unfortunately, they've also given up several walks, 9 to be exact. And now McCoy Carson takes that one in there for a strike. Carson has walked twice and grounded out, so he's looking to get his first hit. But here in the top of the 7th, Potters need to go 1, 2, 3 and get out of this and do some damage in the bottom half of the inning. And right now, Xavier Maldonado's doing his part. Ahead 0-2. Got him on 3 pitches. So McCoy Carson goes down on 3 pitches, as well as did Zach Underwood. So 6 pitches into his evening, Xavier Maldonado has 2 strikeouts. And back to the top of the lineup for Mateo Castro. So Xavier Maldonado kicks and deals. And this one's fouled back to the backstop. Umpire says, no, it's all right. I got it. I got it. Y'all been here all day. I just got here. Start of this game, so I'll get it. I got the energy. Glad somebody does. No balls and 1 strike. Maldonado's next pitch is high. 84 miles an hour. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 down here, top 7. Potters trail this one, 7-2. That one's right over the outside corner for a strike. So ahead, 1 ball and 2 strikes now is Xavier Maldonado on Mateo Castro. Mateo singled in the 3rd. The lefty stands in there, or the righty stands in there, and he takes off the plate for a ball. 84 miles an hour. Cowbells are a-ringing. And the Potters need them. 2-2, here it is. Strike 3 called. So, what would that be, 10 pitches? Close to an immaculate inning. Regardless, Maldonado gets through it. And we head to the bottom of the 7th, the final inning. Potters need to score 5 to tie it or 6 to take the lead.
If you're in need of a seasoned DUI attorney, contact the law office of Samuel D. Burns Incorporated. We are familiar with the laws surrounding your case, and we will work diligently to minimize the negative impact following a DUI charge. With a proven track record, Sam Burns works on your behalf to provide a positive outcome. He's been able to save his clients' driver's licenses and negotiate more favorable terms. Visit our website.
So many local businesses trust Wizix Technology Group when it comes to their office technology. Wizix is a full-service, locally owned company with exceptional service, supplies, and support, which guarantees quick delivery and response times. Copiers, printers, scanners, business phone systems, EV charging, document management, and more. Join the ever-growing list of local businesses and win with Wizix, the largest independent provider in the Valley. Wizix, office technology made easy.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street, only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
Bottom of the 7th inning, everything rides on this inning for the Potters. They want to stay undefeated here in pool play in the West Coast World Series. I have a few scenarios for you Potter fans. I know you guys will be interested in that. So as we get a little bit closer to the final here, I will break down those scenarios for you. But right now, Elijah Heredia is on the mound facing Jason Hansen. Hansen chose bunt, huh? So he pulls the bat back and called a strike. No balls and one strike on Jason Hansen. He was up when Dre Andrews was thrown out at the plate on the wild pitch. Next pitch misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. NorCal Warriors bullpen is quiet at the moment, so it looks like this is a game for Elijah Heredia to finish if he can. The 1-1 is high and outside, ball 2. Jason Hansen up right now. Zach Story due up afterwards, and Everett Johnson. 4, 5, and 6 hitters for the Potters. Hansen singled back in the 3rd. Takes that one there for a strike, so 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And Hansen steps out. Take a quick breather, reset himself. Takes another step out. Kind of faked out Heredia up there on the mound. You put 1 foot in, you take 1 foot out, something like that. Here comes the 2-2 from Elijah Heredia. High. So we got a full count here to the leadoff batter here in the bottom of the 7th, the final inning. Unless Potters can miraculously tie this thing up. 3-2, here it is. Ball 4, Jason Hansen takes the walk. And that's how you get a rally started for free. Jason Hansen walks himself down to first base. Zach Story going to find his way up to the plate, the right-handed batter. 1 for 3 on the day with the single in the 3rd. Zach Story, second baseman for the Potters, looking to keep the pressure on the Warriors right here. Now from the stretch, Heredia. And that hit him. So Zach Story gets the free trip down to first base. And so it is officially a free party for the Potters. Got runners at first and second now, and the manager for the Warriors is going to make the slow walk out to have a quick conversation. There is nobody warming up in the pen, so unless he has somebody already in mind, which it looks like he does, and it's going to be strolling out there right now. As soon as we get the identity of the new pitcher, we'll let you know, but we'll be back right after this on the Stones Broadcast Networks.
personalized brick for you, your loved ones, or your business, and show everyone your commitment to Lincoln baseball. Framed and engraved by our own Lincoln High Ag program students, your brick will be featured on unique movable brick walls. Find your name in the stadium entrance for the 2024 and 2025 seasons. Then visit your brick in its permanent home inside the stadium. Bricks can be purchased here for $250. Get it now at friendsofmcbean.org.
I'm Bill Spear, North Valley president of Five Star Bank. In a time when business can feel so uncertain, we're here for you every step of the way.
I know they have a lot of bells and whistles within their bank, but just the relationship piece here locally on the business side is huge for us.
Five Star treats us like we're number one. They're right there with suggestions, with help. So I have to bank with people that have our mission in mind.
We're Five Star Bank. How can we help you?
Back with a new pitcher, Warren Liu taking over for Elijah Heredia, number 12, the right-handed pitcher for the NorCal Warriors. Out there getting his warm-up tosses on. Everett Johnson is the man he will face here in the bottom of the 7th. Nobody out here. Runners on first and second. Potters trailing by 5. So here we go. I got a few scenarios for you. If the Potters win this game by less than 4, they'll play tomorrow, Game 9 at 3:30, and they will play the winner of the game number 7 that's played tomorrow. If the Potters are able to win this game by more than 4, which won't happen because they're down, so I will just put that one to the side at this point. And the other scenario that is possible, if the Potters lose this game, Potters fans, I hope you're going to be up and having coffee with us because they will play the 8:30 game versus the Cali Stars. It'll be a rematch of yesterday's game where the Potters won 16-1. But that means they're going to play the night game tonight, and if they don't win this one, they're going to have to be back here for the first game tomorrow morning. So Everett Johnson's going to try to avoid that at all costs. He stands in there facing Warren Liu. And he shows bunt right away. And here's Liu's pitch. He pulls it back, and that's in there for a strike at 79 miles an hour. That was a nice pitch in there by Liu. A 1-0 is lifted into right field. Wally coming in. Second baseman going out. Who's it going to be? The second baseman, Castro, makes the play. He dropped it. Did he? Well, I'm blocked out by the big column right there in front of my eyes. So he dropped it in foul territory. That's a good thing because that means Everett Johnson's going to get another opportunity here. Heading back to second base is Jason Hansen. Zach Story heading back to first base. So Everett Johnson's back in the box now. Ready to go. Behind in the count 0-2. Nobody down here. Warren Liu looking in, getting his sign. Comes set at the belt. He delivers. Throws that one in the dirt. Good waist pitch by Liu. See if he could get Everett Johnson to go fishing. He does not bite. Johnson waiting on Liu. He's taking his time out there on the bump. Looks back at second. Here it is. 1-2 is low again. 2-2. Tried the 69-mile-an-hour breaking ball. A little bit short of the plate. On deck is Mason Belding. Johnson wants to extend it right here, though. 2-2 pitch coming up. This is fouled out of play. Over towards the engineer's car. Sorry. I don't know what to tell you. I can't control where the foul balls go, but you park over there. Are you going to tell everybody I drove your car? You just bought the car, and I'm driving the car around. Come on, man. You don't want to let everybody know that you don't drive it on occasion. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Everett Johnson. I'm bringing my truck tomorrow. Warren Lou set at the belt. He kicks. Down low, 3-2. Everett Johnson working this count full. Potter's trying to find some life here in the bottom of the 7th. The 3-2 pitch coming in to Johnson. And this one is grounded over to second base. Castro's up with it. He flips over to second for 1, on to first. That's 2, and that's the ball game. No, it's not. It's not. There was no outs, so that's 2 outs. Ah, boy, did I jump the gun on that one. Well, every once in a while, you jump the gun. It's probably whatever was in this. Probably should have waited till after the game. But, hey, when in doubt, abide. Right, Don? All right, so there's 2 down. So the Potters are not out of this one just yet. Jason Hansen did find his way over to third base. Mason Belding now up there. And he pops this one, and that's going to get out of play off to the left. Hey, man, every once in a while you jump the gun, right? Big left, hey, don't look at me like that. I don't got time for them eyes. So Hansen now over at third base, down to their final out. Lefty, Belding the lefty, fouls this off the screen. Now they're down to their final strike. So we need a 2-strike, 2-out rally right here to get this game extended. Nick Poss maybe get another at-bat here. But right now it's up to Mason Belding. Behind in the count, 0-2. See you later, Double D. That one is down low. It's a good pitch. Probably a better take by Belding, though, because that missed a couple inches below the zone. That's right. Cheers to you, my friend. Cheers to you. So Belding now 1-2 count. Trying to keep this going for the Potters. Here's the pitch. Outside. 2-2. Now the tension is slowly building. I've not seen many of the fans take off yet, so everybody's still here, rooting on their Potters. Somebody just said, I don't care. 2-2. That's high. 3-2. Not sure Warren Lou agreed with that one, but unfortunately it was up and out of the zone. So from 0-2 to 3-2 goes Mason Belding. The LSU commit from the left-hand side. He's ready to go. Lose 3-2. It's on its way. Fouled off to the screen. So he's staying alive out there, fighting pitches off. So Hansen's still over at third. 3-2. 2 down here. Nick Poss on deck if we can continue this game. The lefty Belding is waiting for his 3-2 pitch. That's down low, ball 4. Actually, I kind of thought that was an umpire balk for a second. It looked like he was taking the backward step to ring him up, strike 3, but no, he calls the ball low. And now we have runners on first and third again. And Nick Poss, the catcher, coming up to get a swing on. Nick Poss came in, relief of Ryan Villanueva, take over the catching duties, and then take his first at bat in the fourth where he drew a walk, and then flied out to left in the sixth. So looking for his first hit of the night, and this would be a great time to get it. And there's a shot into left field. Left fielder Brown moving over, and he puts it away for the final out, and that's your ball game. The Warriors win this one 7-2. So I can tell you the scenarios. I had 3 scenarios. I'm going to throw 2 of them in the garbage. And the scenario that we will go with is tomorrow. The Potters will play 8:30 in the morning versus the Cali Stars to get the seeding part of the tournament underway. So, again, we really appreciate all the people patronizing the channel, Stones Broadcast on YouTube, and the Lincoln Potters YouTube channel. I also have American River College YouTube channel, too, if you want to check that out. But, you know, I'm just letting all the fine folks out there that there's plenty of places to continue to watch baseball after the Potter season. So for the engineer, Riley, the engineer, and Willie Preston, I'm Stones McCoy. Appreciate you guys watching. Appreciate you listening. And come back and check us out tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. for the Potters and the Stars. Thank you, everybody, and good night.